Okay, factoring quadratic expressions part 4. This is the last one. Yes. So take a look at this one. 2x squared plus 4x minus 70. So that has a GCF of 2. Let's take a 2 out, and we have x squared plus 2x minus 35. And then maybe that can go further. Last term's minus 35. So we're looking for a product of minus 35. And it's a minus, which means we're going to have one positive and one negative. So we get a negative product. This is 2. If we have a positive and negative, again, we're looking for two numbers. They have a product of 35, but a sum of 2. And since one's positive and one's negative, you can think of that as a difference of 2. So that'd be 7 and 5. We want to control that middle term, so we'll put the 7 here and the 5 here. But now, we get a different problem here. It's still 2x squared, but it's not a GCF. So we can't take a 2 out. So we're going to have a 2x and a 1x. And when that happens, that changes the rules on that middle term. You can't control that term anymore like we could here. We knew we wanted a positive 2, so we made that 7 positive to control that. You just kind of have to use some guess and check on that middle term. We'll go through some tips about that. So we need a plus and a minus. So maybe we'll have 3 here and 1 here, product of 3. So FOIL it. At this point, see if you can FOIL in your head too. Once you've been doing FOIL a while, I'll write out the steps here. That'll be 2x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 3, which would be 2x squared plus x minus 3. We wanted positive 5x, we got positive 1x. So our numbers are wrong. So don't keep these numbers here. But just change one set at a time. So maybe the 1 should go here and the 3 should go here. So this time I'll do the FOIL, that middle term in my head. So it's 2x squared minus 6x plus 1x would be minus 5x minus 3. And we wanted positive 5, we got negative 5, which means our numbers are right. So let's not touch the numbers, let's change the signs. The signs are wrong. So this must be the minus, and this one is the plus. Always do factoring in pencil, so you can make that change. So then we get 2x squared plus 6x minus 1x minus 3. So 2x squared plus a 5x minus a 3, and that's what we wanted. So there's our answer. 2x minus 1 times x plus 3. You don't have to put 1x. Here we've got 6x squared minus 11x plus 4. Okay, so maybe that's 3x and 2x. Positive here, so the signs will be the same. They're both going to be minus because of that. 4, maybe 2 and 2. But I can tell you right now, I don't even have to check that. That's never going to work. If you're skeptical, I will check it so you can see. That's 6x squared minus 6x minus 10x plus 4. I mean, not minus 4x plus 4, which gives us a negative 10x in the middle, and we wanted 11. But how I knew that one was never going to work is because let's look at the original problem. It didn't have a GCF other than 1. 1 doesn't help as a GCF in this case. So 6 and 11 and 4 didn't have a GCF. Remember, this problem had a GCF. 2 and 4 and 70. 2 went into all of them. If it didn't have a GCF at the beginning, it can't suddenly have a GCF in the middle of the problem. That wouldn't work. If it was there in the middle, it would have been there at the beginning. So if I have a 2 here, I can never put 2 with that 2. It's never going to work. So that can't work. So maybe I can put the 2 here and the other 2 here. No, the 2's are the same, so that's not going to work. Okay, so that's not working. So now something else that gives us a product of 4. Well, that would be 4 times 1. But remember, I can't put the 4 in here because 2 and 4 would have a GCF. So I have to put the 1 in this parentheses and the 4 here. And let's see what happens there. So 6x squared minus 3x minus 8x would be minus 11x plus 4, and there's the answer. So remember, if there's no GCF other than 1 at the beginning, never put 2 terms in parentheses that do have a GCF. Let's see how that works out here. So 4x, we could try, say, 2x and 2x. This is minus, so the signs will be different. That's plus, put a plus here and a minus here. Okay, 6. We need to get a product of 6. So we could try 6 and 1, but we can't put a 6 in with this 2, because there's no GCF. We can't put the 6 in with that 2. So it's not 6 and 2, 6 and 1. Another way to get 6 as a product, 3 and 2. But I can't put a 2 in here or here. So it must not be 2 times 2, because that's not working at all. I have no options. So it must be 4 and 1. So now let's go back to the 6. So I could try 6 and 1, but I can't put the 6 in with the 4. They have a GCF. I'll have to put the 6 here and the 1 here. And that would give us 4x squared minus 24 plus 1, which would be minus 25. And that's not right. So it must be 3 and 2. But again, I can't put the 2 in here. I'd have to put the 3 here and the 2 here. Okay, so I get 4x squared minus 8x plus 3x, which would be minus 5x minus 6. And I wanted positive 5x, I got negative, which, remember, that just means your signs are wrong. So don't start all over. 4x squared plus 8x minus 3x is plus 5x minus 6. Sometimes you're a good guesser and you guess it on the first turn, but remember, try to remember that rule about the GCF, that if there's no GCF at the beginning, you can't suddenly create one in the middle of the problem. All right, there's 2 for you to try. I know this one's tough because it's got the 12 and the 6, a lot of different options there, but try to remember that one about the GCF. So I'll give you a minute to do those. Okay, and this one was 3x minus 2 and x plus 4. It'll give us 3x squared plus 12x minus 2x is plus 10x minus 8. And here, 2x minus 3 and 3x minus 4. Lots of options didn't work because of that GCF rule. So we get 6x squared minus an 8x minus a 9x, which is minus 17x plus 12. And that is the end of factoring for quadratic.